Here comes the wind again.
I know, it's every single time. If it's not the wind, it's the wind.
Or the wind.
Or the dogs.
No, it's usually the wind.
And occasionally the dogs.
Right, go. It stopped.
Hello.
Hi guys, welcome.
Yes. Well, I'm in a panic now. I forgot what I was going to say.
The wind
Trying
stopped.
to beat the wind.
The wind stopped. It's like, quick, say what you're going to say. So tell the people, the good people stuff. Hi guys, welcome.
Hello.
Hi everybody who's watching. Thank you everybody who's commenting. Thank you everybody who's subscribing and giving us thumbs up. Really appreciate it.
Yes. We had a visit from a guy called Shaun, expat in Mazaron, for those who aren't aware of his channel.
Yeah, you check him out. YouTube, an expat in Mazaron.
Indeed. We're going to be doing a live stream Q&A with the gentleman.
We are. And he came and had a look at the caves.
Yes.
And you can see the footage of that. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Yes, he's actually, he put a video out. Excuse me. He put a video out yesterday as you're seeing this. So if you check him out, and you'll see the video that he took whilst he was here. Now he has a second YouTube channel called Shaun the Drone.
As in the drones.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
So he brought one of his drones with him, and he graciously filmed some
And gave us the footage.
and gave us the footage.
It's awesome.
Yes.
So after you've watched our video, if you then check our community page, and we've put a link in there to his video about our caves. It's quite cool. He's done a really nice job.
Yes.
Hi Shaun, really appreciate it.
Yes, he's done a better job than I could.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, hit that thumbs up as ever, comments below, and anybody who's got questions for the Q&A on the 29th, send them to Shaun's page, Expat in Mazaron, onto his page, because he'll then have the questions for us, and then we'll be doing the live Q&A.
Yes.
Catch you in the next one.
Indeed.
Bye for now.
Toodly pipsqueak. Look who's here. Shaun. Expat Mazaron.
Yeah, I had to check it out, guys, because watching your videos on this small project that you started and the disappearing beams,
Yeah.
it's just amazing.
It is a bit of a thing.
Yeah. But this room is not too bad, is it really?
No.
To me it looks like you can just, obviously like you said, when that dries out,
Yeah.
and just replaster and
And we're going to put steps in the doorway because the slope's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was told we had to leave this because it's structural.
Yeah.
The builder who put it up, who's the local builder who's now retired, he said, don't touch it.
Yeah.
Leave it alone. He's had a look at other parts and he's gone,
Yeah.
it's a cave.
I mean, it looks alright, doesn't it?
Yeah.
To be honest. And
Yeah.
it's all pretty level, isn't it?
That's it.
And you've got a window there.
We've got a window, which actually used to be a door.
You can see where it used to be a door.
Oh yeah, yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah.
The mark.
And that's ground level
Oh
outside.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
at the bottom there.
So
That's
you
all
can
ground
just come
level.
down a little bit. Isn't it?
So, does that every now and again. Where's it gone? Right, so you got this triangle for your property.
Yep.
Right, so what I'll do, let's do a little bit more.
It's awesome.
So does your property still go further out, or was it?
Oh, it's difficult to see in this light. Can you go under the tree? So this is us here, and this
Do you want me to
field
come
out
up,
here.
do you want me to come out a little bit more then, if it ain't got all your... Right, so that should be your boundary. Then.
Yeah, that's it pretty much, yeah.
Right, so what I'll do, I'll take a photograph. What I'll do, I'll send them on to you later on. And I'll bring it down a little bit, and then just slightly, let's do it that way.
Oh, that is cool. That's it, because you can see all the way down there, which is ours.
Oh, is it? What, this?
All this pointy field here, yes.
All right, okay. Well, so I can come up a bit more. Oh, I know what I can do.
No, move
it over a
that
bit.
way, yeah.
Yeah. All right. There it goes. It's just taking it in there.
Where is it?
It's only,
Way up
oh,
there.
it's 200, yeah, 200, I'll just go back a little bit, that's it. Right. And if you want, do you want me to do a little video?
Yes, please.
Yeah? Okay.
It's awesome. Have a look. Honestly, it's ace. So you've seen by the videos the mess we've got in the caves. We've had men up and down the street all morning, and it turns out that when they dug the road up before, you could sort of see a man up there in a van and what have you. They stopped at that grey patch you can see in the road about there, and they should have gone all the way down the road to almost where that lamppost is at the bottom over there. Now you can see the marks in the road. There's been a lot of discussion. There have been lots of men visiting this morning, and the dogs have been going mad because these men have been here drawing things on the road, because our soil pipe from the caves, we don't know where, under here somewhere, that is a rodding eye hole for it. And when we had the fencing put in, the guys had to be careful where they dug for the posts, because the pipe went that way. And then it crosses the road to just the other side of that palm tree. And that's where our septic tank is. And the watermen didn't know anything about this. And they had machines. A little man walked up and down the road going, oh, it's going to be so many metres we've got to dig up, blah, blah, blah. So they are now setting up to cut a trench, as I said, from that grey box just sort of there, all the way down here, all the way down to almost that lamppost at the bottom. And they said they're going to use the same big machine that Chris showed you 4 or 5 videos ago when he was inside the caves, and that it was doing that. And you know the state of our roof at the moment. Concerns galore, as you can imagine. What says you?
Very, very, very concerned, actually.
Yeah.
Because of the vibrations. So we're just going to do a little bit of work in one of the rooms, and we are not going anywhere near what you saw us take off in the last video, because it's not particularly stable. And as we explained in the last video, the guy who we had come out and have a look just went, it's a cave. So we'll just show you again. This is the point of concern. All this. As you can see, look, there's gaps still, and there's gaps there. We didn't touch it further on from the last video because we was having the guy come out to have a look. So we wanted him to see what there was, and he just said, just keep removing the loose and hope for the best, basically.
Yeah.
We explained about the lintels and everything that was there, and he said no, you did the right thing to remove those, and showed him the video actually of what you saw. In fact, we showed him some other video that we didn't put in the last video because it had made it too long and there was nothing to see here anyway, but he needed to see how it was before. And he just said, don't know, can't tell you. Nobody can tell you. This is not what structural engineers really look at. It's not in their remit. They're more for buildings. And he just said, it's a cave, these things happen, you've got to work with it. Okay, so we're in the room now. Got the dogs all around, they're safe. Just need to make a channel for this tube in there, and it can go down and round. We're not using the electric machines because it's just as easy to do it with this. It is quicker with the machines, but we've got more control with just this handpiece.
Yeah.
So like little bits of stuff.
So to achieve basically that, so that they can then be glued in,
Yeah.
and plastered over the top and no one would see.
Yeah, that's the idea. So obviously I'm just letting gravity show me where it goes.
Yeah.
It is really, really easy, soft. I just need to dig a little bit deeper, and it is really, really soft, so it's not actually a big job. But we can get it in, we can get it somewhere like, we're sorted.
Yes, indeed. Look at your assistant down there. He just grunted because I think a piece of stuff hit him on the nose.
Grit on his lug.
Yeah. Oh, he's got grit on his ear. Look at that. Dover, do you care? Do you care about anything? Just being with us. Look at the state of his nose as well. Silly boy. On the other side of the room, we've got the other two, look.
Fast asleep.
Yes. We've got all these bedrooms and everybody's in one.
Yes.
It's been difficult, guys. I've got all this on my hand. We've made some yay up. And
She's holding it in place.
Chris is holding it in place until it goes off.
Yes.
Just splatting them on.
Yeah.
Well, we've been doing this in the dark and we've just turned the light on. And I'll show you what sort of pixie I've got sitting in the corner here. What do you look like?
I don't know. You
No,
just
you
said
don't
don't
know.
move.
I know till I got the camera.
Yeah, but I thought there was a problem. I mean, beep, beep, beep. We should turn the camera. Oh, wait, wait.
Look at the state of you.
You chose me.
I do believe it was the other way around.
Right, that's all done. It's all sorted. Now we can get the rest of this cruddy rubbish off. And then Lillian can get on her hands and knees and scrape the ceiling.
Why would I be on my hands? Oh, I see. I've got to put the scaffolding up and put my hands and knees to do the ceiling. Okay.
And then this room is ready for plastering.
Yes.
And then after the oh no, it isn't. We've got to take out that step there before we can plaster. Okay.
Oh.
So this part of the room is ready for plastering, apart from there, because we've got to create a step.
Yes.
So obviously we can't create a step, plaster and then create a step.
So now this
This really secure stuff here, that's really secure and made of stuff.
can come off.
Yes.
You don't even need a tool to do it with.
I do in places, I think. Oh no. But anyway, yes.
Yeah. Right, we'll get that off.
So Lillian's got a lady drill. And she's made a discovery.
So, using this, just to get rid of the cementy detritus here. Chris is standing in the light and so's Dover, so you're not able to see.
Yeah, unfortunately I can't. Dover's not a cloud, so I can't walk through him.
Yeah. Just had this rock to pull out of here. It was loose. I've pulled it out. Now you can see here, this is the floor that we're dealing with. This rock has just come out. And here, there is a marble floor. So this has been tiled on top of an original marble floor. It matches.
It's that whatever you call it. It's not marble floor as such. It's a composite one.
Yeah,
We have it in the house.
Yes, I was trying to say it matches the one we've got in our living room. This is the floor we are dealing with. This is the marble composite floor I've just found.
It does have a proper name, doesn't it?
It does, and it is that deep.
Have you struck gold?
No.
No. Have you struck oil?
Struck a gap.
I don't care about gaps. Have you got gold or oil? Or diamonds?
The diamonds are in the other wall.
Okay, so whatever you found isn't worth anything.
Maybe the original terracotta cobble floor.
That's not worth any money. That's a cost. We need something that's going to make money in discoveries, not things that are going to be costly. We've done with costly. We now need to be finding treasure to make our fortune. Okay?
Ain't happening here anytime soon.
Yeah.
That's for blinking sure.
That's right.
So can you see the wall continues? It's original floor.
Down there.
Sorry, original wall down to original floor, yeah.
Okay. So we've now established we have an original floor under a floor that's under a floor. And guess what? There's going to be a floor
Staying
on
that
top
way.
of that. We've shifted Loki from his position.
Yeah, he was there, wasn't he?
David's down there now, and Lillian's down there, and I'm up here. See how these come up. Okay, don't pass me that. And I'll put it straight in the wheelbarrow.
Yep. Got it?
Okay, yep. And go in there.
Look how well it was even touching.
Yes.
It wasn't even touching the tiles.
The time adhesive, no.
Look.
Yes.
So remove these lethal tiles because they're shiny and as you slip, they're horrendous. And found these other tiles under here. They have been rendered on the front. So I'm going to go now and see how thick the render is and see what size tiles we're actually taking up to see what we find underneath. Because we don't want it as a slope, we want to make it into a step.
Okay.
That's the thickness of the tile by the looks of it. And they've been laid on cement.
Righty ho.
Right, well I've removed those tiles. There's a few bits still here, there's a bit there and a bit there. But I've got this now. A big crack there going down to, I don't know what, I can't see. But listen. It's hollow. So I'm going to use this big machine, go down this and see what we find. Just cementy stuff so far. I'll have to dig deeper. And it's a hole there, so I need to go down through into this deep stuff here. I made a big mess. I'll clear that up and see what we find underneath. It just seems to be packed with rubble and such like. So I'm just tidying up this mess. And somebody's going, but I get told off if I dig holes. He wants to join in. He's trying to help. Well, let's put it all over there. Good boy. Now you don't eat the brush head. Oh. Good boy. Oh, all that dust. Oh. I know it's a thing. Yes. Oh, you're a good boy. Yo, don't settle down here. Go on. Oh no, I know. Yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yeah, right. You finished helping now? Go on, off you go.
So, Inspector Lillian.
I feel like an archaeologist again. So I removed part of this ramp. I'm on the top bit of the ramp with a view to we're going to be keeping that low and then build a step up here. So it'll be step up. What you can see is I've hit bedrock. I've hit rock here. But the tiles that we found on the other side of the room that I showed you are under here as well. And really, really interestingly, and we're surmising, obviously, if Chris goes to the side of the room that way, this particular bit that we're at the minute, it's where the window is in this room. And if you look, you can see that it was originally a doorway or a very big window. And the line of that actually follows the line of these original tiles. So, Detective Lillian thinks this room was nothing to do with this cave complex. And then they've dug it through, they've attached through this way. This was a standalone room by itself. The reason we're saying standalone is because on the wall behind you, behind Chris, there are no doorways to continue into the complex. We haven't come across any. But this is obviously a door, and this flooring from the other side of the room, this side of the room, continued. So the fact that this floor as well matches the floor that we've got downstairs in our living room, looks like it was 3 families. Cave 1 as we've got it, cave 2, and then cave 3 in the house, same floor. That has to be a separate family to this family that had different flooring, to that family that had different flooring. these guys then got together and matched the floor in cave 1 and cave 2, and somehow this was all amalgamated.
Yeah.
But this is really, really interesting. It just shows a bit more of the history of how it was and then broken up and attached and what have you.
Yes, and we know the story of that floor because the guy who we bought from visited us the other day,
You did?
and he explained that this floor was put down by him, and the other side, the other cave, was owned by his brother, and they had the floor done exactly the same all the way through.
At the same time, they got together and had it done at the same time, yes.
So we know that that floor was done and the other floor matching because it was the two brothers that had it done.
Yeah. And it was all part of modernising the cave. The other cave, they left the roof. This one, they had already had the ceiling modernised because his mum wanted a more modern house like our friend had down in town. I always said that was a story, that somebody was living here in a cave and my friend's bought a house in town, it's all square rooms and I want the same. That's exactly what they did.
Yes,
That's exactly what they did.
but he said that decision was made after the ceiling fell down.
Yes. Yeah.
Detective Us.
Da, da, da.